Hello, we'll continue with our study of mind. Last time we saw that a collection of thoughts in our brain or in our mind. That's a mind. The collection of thoughts is our mind, and then the question immediately comes, or the solution comes, that if we know all his thoughts, patient thoughts, then we know his mind. But then how to know what he is thinking? There is a way of, there are different ways of, knowing the patient's mind. I have seen a few practitioners, they just ask patient, whether you feel sometimes sad, whether you feel sometimes, you feel like crying. Now that's a very crude way of knowing his mind. Because no one will tell you, he's jealous, or he feels very afraid of someone and all that, because everyone wants to project himself or herself that he's a good person. So this is not a proper way of knowing his mind. One way of looking or knowing his mind is, we can inquire casually about the circumstances in which he has been brought up, the circumstances say in the childhood or at the adulthood, and naturally when he is describing that, he may tell us about his school, about the teachers, about his father, mother, and what not. And that particular, while telling that, unconsciously he will come out with his feelings and whatever other thought process or the thinking about the world or about the life which he has lived so far, and that may give clue to know his mind. Another way of the peeping into his mind is to ask him about, what do you like? What do you like? He may say, oh, I like reading most. Then we may question him further. Now, what sort of reading? He may say, I like literature very much. He may also tell us about, he may mention one or two novels and the characters in the novels, and when we allow him to, talk on that, he may describe the character, or what the character has done, what he was thinking, and he may get engrossed into that particular, describing that, and there probability is possible that whatever thought process he is imposing or he is describing about that character belong to him. So this is a very different way of knowing his mind. Similarly, a person, suppose if he is writing poems, if he is writing essays, if he is writing articles, that's again another window to peep into his mind, or to know his mental operations, or to know his thought process. Suppose if a person is in business, we may also start talking about the business and vis-a-vis current situation, how the situation is difficult. There he may come out with his feeling about difficulties, his feeling, his irritability or anxiety, whatever it is. So now this is a very different approach to know the mind, and it's really an art how to inquire about, so that his feeling state, his reasoning process is put before us. Okay, this is one way of knowing his mind. Patient also has relatives, patient also has friends. So whenever possible, we may just casually inquire about the patient, and they may tell you something. And so at the end, what is